In response to the question, what are the design tools in your tool belt and in what situations do you use one tool or method over another? The answer is it's usually determined by what phase you're at in the project. Early on, you would be using tools like user interviews, user surveys, um, market research, competitor research. These are things that you use early on in the design process to empathize with your users and make sure you're designing to solve their problems. Um, Later on, you would use um, usability testing to make sure your designs are working well. If not, they got to go back to the drawing board. Some of my favorite uh, design tools to use are things like user personas, um, user journey maps, user stories, user flows. These are things um, that help to, again, empathize with the user and really put yourself in their shoes to try to make sure that you are solving their problems. So those are the design tools, and they're usually dictated by what phase you're in. They can also be dictated by restrictions of time and resources, depending on how much time and resources you have. You could use some tools. Some The longer you keep users uh, engaged in interviews, the longer you're going to pay for it. So sometimes you just don't have the money for it. Uh, in answer to do you sketch with pen and paper, and would you be ready to prototype with Sketch and Vision? Yes, I'm a very visual person. I've been an artist my whole life, so I love sketching with pen and paper to start out. I would be comfortable prototyping in Sketch or in Vision, although I'm more familiar with programs like Adobe XD, Figma, and even Marvel. But if we needed to use Sketch or Figma, that'd be fine too.